Welcome, brave adventurers, to the Kingdom of Eldoria, a realm of shimmering castles, floating islands, and landscapes painted with pure magic. Today, the entire kingdom holds its breath, for it is the day of the Grand Celestial Cycle Race, an annual spectacle of speed, courage, and ingenuity, where champions are forged and legends are born. Gathered at the starting line, beneath the gaze of the royal spire, are our three main contenders. First, we have Alara, the elven arrow, whose grace and swiftness are as legendary as the ancient forests from which she hails. Next to her stands Kale, the mountain's heart, a dwarf whose unyielding strength and endurance are carved from the very stone of his homeland. And finally, Lyra, the human spark of genius, whose brilliant mind and wondrous gadgets have surprised many a foe. The air crackles with anticipation as the starting crystal begins to glow, signaling the race is about to begin. The final chime of the crystal shatters the silence, and they are off. A blur of color and determination streaks from the starting line. The crowd roars as our racers dive headfirst into the first treacherous leg of the journey, the Whispering Woods. This is no ordinary forest. The air hums with ancient magic, the trees themselves seem to breathe, and their leaves shimmer with an otherworldly light. Mischievous sprites, tiny beings of pure energy, dart through the air, attempting to distract the racers with playful illusions and confusing whispers. Alara, with her innate connection to nature, moves through this enchanting chaos with breathtaking ease. She leaps over glowing roots and ducks under shimmering vines as if performing a dance, her elven senses cutting through the sprite's tricks. Kale, however, takes a more direct approach. With a mighty roar, he barrels through the undergrowth, his sturdy build and sheer force of parting the magical foliage like a ship through water. Lyra, ever the strategist, uses a small device that emits a low-frequency hum, a sound that the sprites find terribly annoying, clearing a path for herself without getting caught in their games. Leaving the bewitching glow of the woods behind, the racers now face their next monumental challenge, the daunting Crystal Mountains. These are no mere peaks of rock and snow. The mountains are formed from colossal, razor-sharp crystals that pierce the sky, reflecting the sun in 1,000 blinding shards. The air grows thin and cold, and the path becomes a perilous, vertical climb. Here, Kale's dwarven heritage gives him a clear advantage. His powerful legs and low center of gravity make him a natural climber. He finds handholds and footholds in the sheer crystal faces where others would see none, scaling the treacherous inclines with a steady, relentless rhythm. He soon pulls ahead, a determined figure against the glittering peaks. Alara, though lighter, struggles against the brutal winds that whip through the mountain passes. She uses her agility to leap between crystalline ledges, a dangerous but swift maneuver. Lyra, meanwhile, deploys a set of small, steam-powered grappling hooks, firing them ahead to pull herself up the slick surfaces. The rivalry intensifies. We see Kale glance back, a grim smile on his face as he maintains his lead. But Alara is not far behind, her elven stamina pushing her forward. Lyra, calculating every move, keeps pace, conserving her energy and her gadgets for the perfect moment to strike. The racers descend from the frigid peaks of the Crystal Mountains and plunge into the humid depths of the sunken city of Aquaria. This ancient, submerged metropolis is the final and most unpredictable stage of the race. The course winds through coral-encrusted ruins and underwater causeways, where schools of luminescent fish create shifting walls of light. But as our leaders approach the city's core, disaster strikes. A colossal magical whirlpool, a swirling vortex of raw power, has formed directly in their path, blocking the way forward. It's a churning maw of water and arcane energy, seemingly impassable. Kale, seeing his lead threatened, roars in frustration, trying to find a way around, but the currents are too strong. Alara pauses, her keen eyes searching for a weakness in the maelstrom, but she sees none. This could be the end of the race for them all. But wait. Lyra, who was trailing just behind, sees not an obstacle, but an opportunity. With a confident grin, she pulls out her most ambitious invention yet, a chronoharmonizer. Aiming it at the whirlpool, she fires a beam of concentrated temporal energy. For a breathtaking moment, the swirling water freezes in place, forming a solid, shimmering bridge across the chasm. "Go, now!" she shouts. Without a second hesitation, all three racers dash across the temporary bridge, the water beginning to churn again just as they reach the other side. With the whirlpool behind them, it's a mad dash to the finish line. The incredible act of sportsmanship from Lyra has put all three racers back on even ground. They are now streaking through the royal courtyards, the finish line in sight. The crowd is on its feet, their cheers echoing through the kingdom. Kale, fueled by sheer grit, pounds the stone path, his powerful strides eating up the distance. Alara, a vision of grace and speed, runs alongside him, her movements fluid and impossibly fast. It's dwarf versus elf, strength versus swiftness, in the final 100 meters of this unbelievable race. They are neck and neck, shoulder to shoulder, neither giving an inch. It looks like it could be a photo finish. But then, with the finish line just a breath away, Alara digs deep. She calls upon that final reserve of elven energy, a burst of speed that seems to defy the very laws of motion. She surges forward, a silver blur, and crosses the line just a heartbeat ahead of Kale. She's done it. Alara has won the grand celestial cycle race. The cheers of the crowd are deafening as Alara collapses, exhausted but triumphant. But the celebration that follows is not just for the winner. In the grand royal courtyard, under the benevolent gaze of the King and Queen of Eldoria, all three racers are brought to the podium. Kale, ever the good sport, claps Alara on the back with a booming laugh, congratulating her on a race well run. Lyra is given a special honor for her ingenuity and her incredible act of selflessness at the whirlpool, a moment that will be told in stories for years to come. The king declares that while Alara is the champion, the true victory belongs to the spirit of the race itself, courage, honor, and camaraderie. As confetti made of enchanted flower petals rains down upon our heroes, they stand together, not as rivals, but as respected champions, their epic journey a new legend woven into the rich tapestry of Eldoria. Thank you for joining us on this incredible adventure. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more tales from the magical world of Eldoria.